So before we begin, I wanted to share something important. The teachings in this series are inspired by the Wisdom of the Universe book that is written by Neale Donald Walsch. And the book and the message will be visible and credited. What I am sharing here, though, is my lived interpretation, my experience, my integration. And I want to name something honestly. I tried to record this script specifically more than once, 3 days ago, and I could not. Well, I did, but I was not happy. And if you stay till the end of this script, you will understand what this script is about, or this new teaching is about. And yeah. So when I tried and I checked, it just didn't land. Not because the words weren't right, but because the truth hadn't fully landed in my own body yet. So I stepped away and I had to let my system settle and to speak to my heart. And when I come back, it was clear. And that's what matters, because what I'm about to share isn't something you go out and find. It is something you already know and often override. And I did that. And I'm not here to tell you what to believe. I'm here to explore what it looks like to live these ideas in real moments, real decisions, real emotions. If something resonates, stay with it. If something doesn't, question it. I'm open to conversation. So if you feel cold, share your perspective, your experience, your questions. Let's explore this together, because ultimately, this isn't about being right. It's about returning to what's true in your own body, in your own knowing, and remembering something simple but foundational. You don't have to earn love to be safe. From that place, let's begin. So you read the message, then you pause. You already know. You don't need to reread it, but you do. Once, twice, looking for something else. So today we're looking at the teaching, as already mentioned, from the Wisdom of the Universe book. And the question is, how do I know God is communicating with me? And the answer touches on, I talk to everyone all the time. The question is not to whom do I talk, but who listens. The whole universe will I use to do this. The words to the next song you hear, the next article you read, the next movie you watch, the next person you meet, all these avenues are open to me. I will speak to you if you will listen. I will come to you if you will invite me. And then this. The voice within you is the loudest voice because it is the closest to you. It is the voice which tells you whether everything else is true or false. It is the radar that sets the course if you let it. God will bring you the exact right thoughts, words, or feelings suited precisely to the purpose at hand. You don't need more guidance. You need to recognize what you already received. Let's get precise. The teaching isn't saying go look everywhere for answers. It is saying life is already speaking constantly through what you notice, what lands, what repeats, what quietly registers. And here's the part most people miss. And the book actually names it. The voice within you is the loudest because it is the closest, which means everything external is secondary. The song, the conversation, the moment, they don't give you the answer, they reflect it. Because without that inner voice, nothing means anything. The book says, I will speak to you if you will listen. Not if you search harder, not if you collect more signs, if you listen. And this line matters. It is the voice which tells you whether everything else is true or false. That's the anchor, not the sign, the recognition. So I speak quite regularly, and I have my way of the way I pray, ask, and it's different depending on what's going on in my life, it depending of, if I'm in love or fear. So when I was demanding, let's go with that. I was very demanding from the creator, and I had about a few minutes walk from when I demanded to when I said, but that time I need you to deliver me the answer. And I was like, now, I demand it now from you that you give me the answer now. And I demanded in the sign in a specific way. And as I turned to get to the gates, suddenly my whole being just moved me to look at the road. And I see a car, I have a favorite brand, it's a B&W, drive past in purple, favorite color as well. And I look, and the number plate said Ratbag. Yep, right there. It's like, that is my relationship. It has humor, it has joy, it has everything. So that is what it looks like for me. One of the experiences in real life. So it's like, yep, well played, well played. So let's get back to the script. And I would like, of course, to hear your experiences. This is just a glimpse in one of my experiences, and I would love to hear yours. So with that, let's get back to the script. So this is what it looks like in real life. So you're about to make a decision, and you already feel it. It's clear, simple. Then you open your phone, you look for something, a confirmation, an article, a message. Not because you don't know, because you don't trust stopping there. Now, instead, you notice that moment and you don't move. You don't go looking. You let the first signal stand. Another moment. You hear a sentence in a conversation, and something in you goes, yes. Not loudly, not dramatically, just recognition. And instead of turning it into, is this a sign? You let it confirm what you already felt. That's participation, not chasing. Another moment. You're walking, thinking, something becomes clear. You almost dismiss it. Too simple. But you don't. You stay with it. And you act from it. That's how the teaching lives. This doesn't mean everything is a sign or you need to interpret everything. It means you stop ignoring what is already clear and stop outsourcing the decision to something else. I had a moment like this. I was deciding something small. Didn't seem important. I already knew. Immediately, a clear direction. Then I felt the pull to check something, anything. I opened my phone, scrolled, looked for something that would confirm it. And then I caught it. Pause. Pause is becoming my most favorite thing to do. And if you didn't listen to one of the scripts where I've learned from Jefferson, I'll call him Mr. Jefferson, I really appreciated the way he articulated, let your first answer be a breath. So I paused. I felt that quiet clarity still there, unchanged. I said out loud, I already know. Closed the phone, moved forward. Nothing dramatic happened. No sign appeared, but my body settled. That is how I knew. So let me leave you with this. What have you already recognized that you keep asking life to repeat? You don't need more signs. You need to stop overriding your first knowing. And with that, you don't have to earn love to be safe. If this is landing, stay with me.